Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Scott Garber coming to you live from the inaugural Peak Conference at the Fountain Blue Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. Excited to have my good friend, portfolio company, David Wurth sitting next to me. Dave, what is going on, man? Welcome to Peak. How are things going?
Thank you. Things are great. It's awesome to be here. This is the epicenter of all the connectivity happening in sports tech. Profluence, frankly, a catalyst for most of what's happening here. It's really great to see so many investors, partners, friends, and you're building something special.
Really appreciate it. You know, Dave, I wanna drill down on something, right? You know, your background wasn't always in sports, right? You became proficient at building in media, really building community. And then you come into this space. Talk to us about when you're able to build something that brings the industry together. How does this accelerate the development of player, building relationships, and pushing the business forward?
You know what? Proximity is the key to success. I mean, we all experience this on a day-to-day basis. If we're not in front of the people that we need to do business with or we want to spend time with, it becomes that much harder. It's almost like synapses in a brain. The closer that they are, the faster they move, and the more opportunity, the better results come from that. And so I think that, you know, my experience doing in publishing and putting events together, building community, it's very different if you're on the phone or if you're on a video call than if you're actually in person within proximity of people. And that's what you guys have done a really amazing job at today and tomorrow, obviously, as well, is just bringing the industry together, giving proximity to the players that can do business and connect and have meaningful long-term relationships with one another. And it's vitally important.
It's so good, man. And I mean, look at, you know, we have a lot of conversations. You're a lifelong learner, right? I think that's one thing I've always enamored about you. It's not what we're talking about, what we did yesterday. It's always, what can I learn? What's out the windshield, not necessarily the rear view. Give me a little insight. There's a lot of really cool panels going on. There's institutional capital, there's innovators, there's platforms. What have you learned today from Peak that you didn't know when you came into it?
Gosh, I mean, there's just so many things. There's so many, let's call it category experts that are here that really my mind is spinning. It's day one. It's the, you know, the state of venture capital. It's corporate partnerships. It's NIL. I mean, look, where we're breaking through and breaking into from, you know, a complete, let's call it greenfield area within college sports and being able to monetize name, image, and likeness in different ways. Certainly legislation coming down around that and certain structural elements that are starting to corral around this, let's call it wildfire that we're calling NIL right now. That's super interesting to me. And I just think, you know, frankly, being able to sit with a lot of these folks, and I think that's one of the benefits about being at a conference like this, is being able to sit with folks that are industry and category experts and have one-on-ones and spend the time and see somebody else that you know that's a kid that you kind of know, that now you're in the same place of, and then get a chance to sit down with them and just kind of have this like recurring, super effective and time efficient spend here at a conference of this caliber is super invaluable. Yeah.
It's incredible. I'm going to give you the platform to talk about PLYR as we wind this down. You know, one of the main talk tracks that we've been hearing is fan engagement, the evolution of how do we structure data, how do we create a more personalized experience, and really, you know, capturing the imagination of where we can take this. What's on the horizon for PLYR as we start to look out for the rest of 2026?
I have never been more excited. I mean, look, next generation fans, we all know, follow players over teams. They follow short form content, moments over long form. And so what we've realized early on with PLYR is that the industry, the leagues and the teams are really struggling because they haven't set up their systems to facilitate this next generation fandom and behavior. And so what we've done at PLYR is enable that next generation fan to connect to sport through their favorite players and get right to the broadcast and get right to a betting opportunity and get right to a buying opportunity with commerce and merchandise and tickets and collectibles, all through the players that they love around the moments that those players are in the action. And being able to cross-pollinate those moments into buying and enablement opportunities across the ecosystem, which frankly doesn't exist. And that's one of the things we're really excited about. So as fan behavior continues to change, it continue to follow players, hence PLYR, the name of the company, PLYR. We got to be cool with no vowels.
Yeah.
You know, the next generation tech company. We're really seeing a further evolution of how our tech can help aggregate all this siloed data that exists around a player, capture that through what we call a player graph, and then distribute that through alerts and notifications to fans that enable them to engage with a moment in just a very different, more personalized way. And frankly, that's what the next gen fan wants.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're hearing that across the board, and it's been so fun to watch the evolution of your journey. You know, we always talk about from an investing lens, you bet jockeys, not horses, but it's really neat when you get a good jockey and that horse starts to catch up to it. And that's what you're building, that player. Thank you for everything you're doing for the industry, and let's keep building, my friend.
Thank you.